going on, Airsofters? I am your host, Spinkster. Welcome back to another review for my channel. So it is bright and early, we have maximum sunlight out here, a little too much sunlight, it's shining right in my eyes. I decided to wake up early and do a review on this very good pistol from ICS. I'll say they have very good quality with anything they make, both gas blowbacks and AEGs. I've had great experience from ICS. They're on the top tier level in my opinion. So the reason I'm doing this so early in the morning, this is something I don't usually like to do, is because I'm going to trade this pistol. I'm going to do one of my very first online trades through HopUp. I mean, the guy seems pretty trustworthy so far. He has more vouchers than me, so we should be good. Now, I got this pistol for free. FoxAirsoft.com sent it to me, so when we look at the specifications, we won't be using eBike, we will be using FoxAirsoft.com. Now, let's take a look at the box real quick. It's a very nice box. One of the best ones I've seen from ICS. I just like the way they did it. It has a very high quality look to it. You see that like the logo is like shiny while the rest is matte. You know, you have information all over it that's just really well detailed. Whoever did the designing for the box did a very good job. And I'll say, you guys, I do like ICS a lot. It's one of the best companies in my opinion. So, very good quality box. When you open it, you're greeted with a manual. Now, if you saw my FoxAirsoft.com unboxing, we already went through most of this pistol. But I like to do full in-depth reviews for people who are considering buying these so that they get all their questions answered in one highly detailed video like I like to do. So yeah, that was the owner's manual. But we got me here to tell you everything you need to know. You got that bubble wrap. You got that whatever that is. Okay, so then you're greeted with the pistol. Now, I'm very upset. I actually lost the thread adapter while I was playing, which is kind of annoying because the gun's barrel was so tight on the thread adapter, I had to use like a wrench to get it off, which doesn't make sense why running around with it in my holster, the thread adapter fell out of the gun. So yeah, I lost that, and I no longer have the ability to put a suppressor on it, which is really lame because I can't show anybody that in the review. But we got quite a bit of shooting with the suppressor on there, and to be honest, the suppressor droops down just enough to cause the BBs to drop pretty much with every shot. But this is what we're looking at today. This is the ICS BLE Leopard, Black Leopard Eye, and this is like their most updated version of the BLE because they've made a couple versions. So this is the XAE Extreme Ambi Enhanced. So basically, the changes they made to this gun is they made it, you know, basically the best they can get it to be. They made everything ambidextrous, so ambidextrous slide release on both sides and ambidextrous magazine release, which is something I've only really seen on like my FNX. I don't have mag release on anything else. The other things I think they've changed this pistol from any of the older BLE models. I think they did this new slide cut thing, which is always cool. I really like slide cuts. The sights are night sights, so I can clip in what that looks like, because, you know, the sun is in full effect right now. And yeah, so I guess that was the only updates they did. I think they changed the design of the grip. It's a different texture now. It's very aggressive. Kind of reminds me of my P09. So yeah, they've done a few changes. They made this more of a tactical, very stealthy pistol, as you'll see in the unboxing. It's a very stealthy pistol due to the fact that you can put a suppressor on it. The night sights, you know, it's made for night combat with those sights in mind. So it's a very good high quality gun. The first thing I've noticed is that the slide is ridiculously tight. It's very well fit. And then the barrel itself is also very tight. Once the slide is forward, it's like really tight, straight barrel. It's not gonna like wiggle around and mess up your shots. From what I've seen, this gun is very accurate and really good with follow-up shots. You can pull the trigger very fast. Now, I didn't get any kills playing Airsoft with it. I brought it with me, but I also wanted to use my M92, so I was pulling both of the guns out at the same time, and you know, when you do a big town match with just a pistol, what do you expect? You're gonna get wasted every time. So this gun, of course, it came with the one magazine, which holds 28 rounds. Take a quick look at that, but we're going to go into full detail, so we'll get a look at everything up close. So the other thing it came with was a gray, I believe it was steel thread adapter, and then a bigger backstrap. Now, something really annoying is that I cannot figure out how to get the skinny backstrap off. It's very thin backstrap. My hands are pretty big, so, you know, I don't like the way that feels. It just feels like I'm holding onto a pencil. It needs to be thicker. So, I couldn't figure out how to do it. I looked online. I also looked at other reviewers who had this pistol, and they did not show me how to do it. So that was kind of annoying. Okay, I don't know if you can see this because I got my iPad on full brightness. It is so bright out here. I never film at, let's see, 8:44. I never film at that time, and we are in the end of March, so it's heating up too. So here we are on foxairsoft.com's website. Here we have a look at their spare magazines, price of $34.99. Pretty pricey for a spare magazine. I wish it would be like 20 bucks. Is always a good price for an Airsoft magazine. This looks like a different model of the BLE, the XFG Alpha. It looks kind of like one of those new SIG pistols. Here we are at the actual gun itself. It goes for roughly 100 bucks. Now let's see what they have for specifications with this gun. They have kind of a long review, it looks like. And we're trying to find out the technical stuff. Alright, here we go. So it has a muzzle velocity of 300 FPS, and it says it has 24 rounds in the magazine, so maybe I was wrong, but I remember counting, so maybe we'll recount. Looks like they have the weight with and without the mag, so let's just say with the mag it's 1.46 pounds. And it has a barrel length of 3.28 inches or 83.5 millimeters, if you really want to nerd out. And then there's that one guy. I did watch his review to get a little more information about it. Go and subscribe to Airsoft Tech Steven. He's got a good channel, and he gets a lot of unboxings on there, so if you like that, check him out. So foxairsoft.com, this was their second thing they sent to me. They sent me 2 different $100 mystery boxes. It's like an M&P for a lot of reasons. So in white paint, and I don't think this will rub away like Cybergun does. In white paint in the very front, it says 6mm, which is never cool, but it's there at least. And it says BLE Leopard with the leopard logo and black leopard eye. I think this is a very cool trademark. Of course, since this is a made-up concept, it's nothing, you know, it doesn't have a real-world counterpart. Main Taiwan, very good font, very cleanly done. Black leopard eye, and then I'm not sure this is unique serial number. It's pretty big, so I don't really think so. And that is done with a different paint style. The paint on this pistol, oh well, I'm not done yet. It says 9mm on the barrel, on the chamber. The leopard logos on the sides. Then on the back of the magazine, it is numbered up to 17 for realism purposes. Now let's go over features. So let's start in the very front. So in the front, it has 14mm counterclockwise. Well, actually, I think it's positive because my counterclockwise thread adapter for my Weetex does not work in this. So it's a positive 14mm outer barrel. I hope I'm correct. We have a dovetailed, looks like it's removable front sight. Is it removable? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it looks like it. And like I said, these are night sights. Since we're looking at the back anyway, this one also looks like it's... Actually, no. The dovetail parts are kind of just molded, but I do think it comes off, but it's not going to slide out like a normal pistol. It's just the design they went with. So back in the front of the gun, we have a 20mm spec Picatinny rail on the bottom, and this is really loose with my Surefire, so I'll go grab that real fast. Alright, so here's my replica X300 Surefire, and it's got the worst fit on any pistol I've ever seen before. It is just all over the place. Like, it's not a tight fit in any way. And then it doesn't lock in towards the back either. It locks up front, so there's that gap between the trigger guard. I put a little electrical tape, which made it go in and out of my holster just fine during gameplay. So you have the lightning cuts done to the slide. I don't think these were done to the other models. I think some of them might have had forward cocking serrations as well. Very good paint, of course. The paint on this is excellent. So other features, like I said, the AMP slide release and AMP magazine release, the M&P style safety trigger, and then this is the ugliest part about the pistol that I just don't like, because no real world gun has this, I don't believe. Maybe like a 22, something not cool and tactical military spec, because it just seems to be a weird afterthought, and it's very out of place in my opinion. It's like something from like a steel pellet BB gun. The trigger is in the safety itself. I mean, wow, that was totally backwards. The safety is in the trigger. So, yeah, now it won't move. I just don't like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. Now, this is an M&P style, like I said, so you have the safety there, and then if you pull too high up, it won't move. This is a very good trigger. I feel that it feels very good. Oh, there's BBs in there. Oh, it fell out. Double fed. It's got no gas, so it won't fire. I feel the trigger pull is very nice. It feels very nice. This pistol, overall, feels and operates great. ICS ensured that this gun was going to work very well for your airsoft needs. And then here's the trigger reset point. Not bad. Good for follow-up shots. I feel you could pull the trigger on this very, very quickly. The rear cocking serrations have a cool little design going to it. And, you know, like I said, interchangeable backstrap. And that's pretty much it for features. It's a pretty basic pistol. Wow, man, that is the third plane to interrupt me. So let's go over comfort and usability with this. Now, it is a pretty comfortable pistol. Like I said, the backstrap is too thin for me, in my opinion. It's got a good thumb groove on both sides, so it's ambidextrous. Good place to rest your trigger finger when not in use. The disassembly is serrated. So is the slide release, but it's a little, you know, it's not as aggressive. The slide itself has that cool design with the serrations. Nothing in the back like an MMP has a little texturing here to assist with returning to battery. The pistol grip has a very good, aggressive pistol grip, you know, texture to it. Horizontal serrations on the back, and then some vertical ones on the side, and then horizontal serrations right here. Pretty comfy. And then the magazine release has a certain design going to it. The front trigger is just smooth plastic. It's pretty comfortable. Like I said, I like the trigger pull. I like it better than my MMP, which I hate MMP triggers. They're the worst, in my opinion. So yeah, the outer barrel, you know, it's like a Glock style, the way it locks. And this gun does power stroke very well. The slide is very tight. Let's take a look at fitment. So the magazine, when it goes in, something I noticed right away is that when it goes in, okay, you heard it that time. When I first got this pistol, it didn't make any noises when you put in the magazine. There was no clicks. It would just go in really soft. And, you know, you need a click so that you know it's in there. You need to hear a click, basically, when you put in your magazine. Because if you're airsofting, guys in front of you shoving a mag, you go to point it in them, but it's not fully seated, the mag will fall out. Not a good time. So, distinguishable click. It's there, you know. I don't know why it wasn't there at first, but it's there. It is a heavy enough mag to freefall. And let's look at tolerances and fitment. I think that's the outer barrel. That's the magazine. So that's the outer barrel. But like compared to my Tokyo Marui MMP, the outer barrel fitment, since it's aftermarket, is extremely bad. But this is a ICS gun from the factory. So yeah, that's any Glock style locking mechanism barrel will wobble when it's cocked. And then the hammer's cocked now, and yeah, it's still pretty solid, you know. A very tight slide. Very impressed with ICS's quality. The way this thing shoots is really, really good too. And when I shoot it, it honestly kind of impresses me every time I shoot it. I like it a lot. And the accuracy is pretty good too. So here's a look at the magazine. It's got a decent amount of weight to it. The website said it holds 24 rounds, so maybe I was wrong. So it's double stack. I personally use either .28s, and if I have them, I'll use really heavy BBs, because heavy BBs do really well in gas pneumatic pistols. You can get a kill across the map. Done it before. It's the way to go. So here we are on the front. It looks like it's got plastic feeding lips and a plastic follower. I don't think it locks at the bottom. It does not. So when you have a speed loader, you fill in through here. Is where you would put the BBs. I believe this is wide enough to work with a speed loader as well. The base plate is pretty long looking, and just like a Glock, you can pull down on this and slide it right off. And then yeah, this is a green gas magazine, but for some reason it looks like a CO2 because it has that giant straight slot. So I've never actually looked at it. That's pretty interesting. So it's you know, it fills in the bottom. I use propane in it. And it locks on the front of the mag since it is ambidextrous. Then, you know, you got your release valve and all that standard gas blowback goodness that us airsofters absolutely love. So this is just like what gun would I call this? You know, it's just standard, kind of like a P22-6 the way it disassembles. So this weighs literally ounces. It's very, very lightweight. So it kind of looks like a WeTech. It's got that roller on the hammer. And yeah, so that's basically it. You know, you have your ambi. Then we have the slide, and what's up with the slide? You know, you got a hop up right here. I noticed the hop up is very stiff. I was trying to adjust it to the rear because I wanted more hop, and it was very, very stiff. It's got lube from the factory, it looks like. And it takes apart like a Glock. And I like the internals. They're very high quality. You could just tell. You could just tell by looking at them and touching them. You could tell that all of this was very well made. So that comes right out once it's taken apart. There's your hop-up unit, brass inner barrel, and a pretty lightweight, I guess, aluminum slide. I mean, barrel. I don't know why I said slide. But here is the slide, though. Got a bit of weight. More in the back, of course. The front isn't as heavy with these new lightning cuts. And yeah, that's it disassembled. Pretty simple stuff. Let's go over built materials. So here we have the metal guide rod. This is made of aluminum. The outer barrel is aluminum. The slide is aluminum. Of course, you know, if it was steel, it'd be a really expensive gun. Yeah, most of the internals are gonna be aluminum. This is a $100 pistol. It's actually extremely good for a $100 pistol. If you're a starter, this is a very good gun. I could see this lasting you years, especially since it's a new updated design. Force Thunder had an old one, and he said it had some problems. It didn't shoot very well, I remember. Steel slide release. Then there's so much polymer on the bottom, there's not really much to look at. Oh, let's take a look at the hammer. Yeah, I think that little silver thing is steel. So, yeah, not much steel, but you know, it's a pretty basic pistol. Alright, so you rack the slide back and put this back to its position, just like a P22-6. So, that was the review of the ICS BLE Leopard XAE. And I believe the XAE means they've updated it with the ampy controls, the lightning cuts, and the night sights. I love the night sights. I've never had them before on a pistol, and they're really impressive. So you have my seal of approval if you want to buy one of these. If you need something lightweight, very tactical, very stealthy, very fast trigger pull, you know, you could shoot very, very fast. You know, the lightning cuts may actually improve the speed as well. And stay tuned. We have the rest of March Madness coming up. Hopefully that new rifle. And trying to get more gameplay. And I'm trying to get a GoPro Hero 7. That has been the review. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And stay tuned for more.